Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Stargate. This is season 1, episode number 16. This episode is called Cor-Ai. Last episode was an interesting thing because we've seen previously how the Goa'uld use different techniques on different civilizations, and they'll basically take people and then experiment on them. We saw the aging situation. We've seen how they've done other things. However, the one thing I never expected was them to basically create a disease and then implant basically a bomb in a child. That wasn't something that I expected to see from this at all. And it was interesting because we got a lot of development with Sam last episode as well. We saw her being portrayed kind of, more of that maternal mother figure. And that's not something we'd seen from her up until this point, really. And to see how she really struggled with leaving this young girl to her fate down in that silo, and she was just going to, leave her there, but then she was like, I can't do this, so she went back down, and it ended up working out in the end, surprisingly, and everything tended to be okay. And now we've got this young girl who is on Earth and has gone to stay with Dr. Fraser because they're trying to find this girl somewhere to live, and it'd be interesting to see if, she sticks around for a little bit, this girl, and we see her from time to time, because it seemed like she stuck up a really nice relationship with Sam. In terms of this one, because we've seen so many different types of civilizations, I'm really looking forward to seeing what civilization this may be about, because Cor-Ai sounds to me like we should be in Japan. It could be related to maybe something like samurai or ronin, so it's going to be an interesting one. Let's go.
Looks deserted.
Yeah, but they're still animals, you can hear them.
O'Neill, I have been here before.
What?
That turn.
Yes, this world is called Cartago.
What can you tell us about it?
The Goa'uld visit here regularly.
Oh, why?
It is one of their favorite places to harvest hosts for Goa'uld absorption.
So the locals aren't used to friendly visitors.
Well, that would answer why no welcome mat, I suppose, huh?
Although that building doesn't seem to fit. What's this, like a courthouse? What is this?
Hasn't been deserted long.
Well, the torches are still burning for starters. There's gonna be somebody left behind.
Colonel?
Hold your fire. Think you could find a language that would communicate to these people that we're human like they are and that we're friendly?
Why should I believe you? That is a weapon?
Oh.
So's that.
I wonder why it's a favourite place of the Goa'uld. They just seem to have accepted that when Teal'c said it. I swear, if anyone tries to kidnap Sam again, oh, this is going to end bad.
Jafar! Hold it! Jafar, yes. But he's a good guy.
This Jafar killed my father!
You ever seen this kid before?
I have not.
Maybe
He's a
he was
coward.
younger.
He lies. Hanno, the mandates. The mandates do not apply. And what if you are mistaken? If you are right, he will be put through Cor-Ai.
I think it is like some kind of, maybe a test, a trial or something.
But first you meet the elders. Come.
That's interesting. I wonder if everyone's coming from some religious event.
Why does it always have to be a religious thing with you?
It's the clothes, I
Maybe they're
think.
coming from a swap meet.
When the gods come through the Sir Kokona, we scatter in many directions to hide from those who would hurt us. They are overdue to visit us again.
That's a Latin derivation, circle, but Kakona, that's Greek. That's weird. 2 root languages in one culture.
That is
What does
strange.
it mean?
Sir Kakona, Circle of Woes. Their name for the Stargate?
You may go.
Go where?
Just like that?
Wait, we'd like to stay a little while.
They're going to make Teal'c
Possibly
stay,
you can
aren't
learn
they?
from us. I mean, you seem to need help avoiding the ghouls.
You may go. Now.
Daniel? Teal'c, dial it up.
Not him.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
For him, there will be Cor-Ai.
Do it.
Yeah, he was a kid.
remember me now, do you not?
Just
Don't say a word,
been a
Teal.
while.
But I must.
That's an order. Don't say anything.
He does not need to say anything. Take him in custody.
Oh,
Jack, that's not the way to handle this.
how are we going to handle this? It's horrible when, like, for Teal'c, with him having, like, his own young son as well. He must just be like...
When they come back, Daniel, you draw them in. Carter and I will take right and left flanks.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking break out?
Yeah. We're gonna grab Teal'c and head straight for the Stargate. It'd be nice if we could do it without bloodshed.
No.
He's not going to want to go. He's probably going to want to face the judgment.
You know, that's a really odd sound. I thought you just said you wouldn't go.
I actually really like how much Jack cares for Teal'c. It's really sweet. Oh, they never left him for a second.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
I am the Jaffa's voice for the Cor-Ai.
I think she means kind of like his defense attorney.
I have been chosen. I must witness his peccavi.
What's a peccavi?
There's a Latin word that's similar. It basically means I have sinned.
She wants his confession?
Has it occurred to anyone that he might not be guilty?
If he were not guilty, there would be no Cor-Ai.
I am sorry.
You are sorry.
When I first saw you, I let my anger control me, and I threatened your life.
I don't
is
trust
counter
this.
to Bursa mandates.
But I don't
By
trust
doing
it.
it, I shamed myself and my whole clan. I ask your forgiveness.
You have it.
I will now lead the Cor-Ai.
Objection! You can't be the judge. That's not fair.
He's not impartial.
Judge, why is it not fair?
Because you're the son of the victim.
Yes.
Well, the judge has to be impartial.
What does that mean?
Impartiality would require someone who hasn't already formed an opinion about Teal'c's guilt or innocence.
Your honors, I respectfully request that someone else be in control of this. What is
Correct.
Cor-Ai?
Is that in and of
Only the
itself an
person who has
offence?
suffered understands the pain which has been inflicted. Who else can fairly say what the punishment must be?
Why didn't you tell me you were guilty? At least before you told a room full of people that want to see you dead.
You already knew. Only you did not want to hear it.
Yeah.
That is why you asked me not to speak.
What happened?
He was
Apophis ordered me
ordered
to
to.
kill Hanno's father.
So you were following orders.
Hanno's father died by my hand. No one else's. What I did while serving Apophis, I will not hide from.
Even if the punishment is death.
Then that is what I deserve.
The whole concept of chain of command undermines the idea of free will. So as soldiers, we have to do some pretty awful stuff. But we're following orders like we were trained to. It doesn't make it easier. It certainly doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't.
Then you are saying Apophis is responsible for Hanno's father's death.
Yes!
You are wrong, O'Neill. Hanno's father is not the first nor the last of those whose lives I've taken. And I have done far worse, O'Neill.
I'm guessing he tried to stand up and stop them from taking people, and
I
that's
cannot
why he
give
was
all
ordered
of their
killed.
loved ones retribution, but I can at least give it to this one. I am sorry, O'Neill.
That is the most we've ever heard Teal'c speak.
Well, I'm sorry, Teal'c, but that's unacceptable.
We have hidden caves and tunnels in all directions.
Oh.
When the evil ones come in through the Sir Kakona, we
That's where
flee
they
in
go.
all directions and we disappear.
So they catch only the slowest among you.
We would never leave anyone behind. We all go, or none of us do.
Oh.
Something that might help us out.
Teal'c, tell us exactly what happened that day.
Oh.
Do it!
He sacrificed himself.
Truth is our defense.
I think I see where you're going with this, Daniel. This is good. This could make the difference in the Cor-Ai.
Carter and I are going back to Earth for reinforcements.
What, you're gonna shoot his
Like
way out?
more
No,
units.
Daniel.
How fast could your father move with only one leg?
It was not important. As a member of the clan, he would never be left behind.
So in other words,
You
your
all
group
would
can
have
only move as
died.
fast as its slowest member. Teal'c, why did you choose Hanno's father?
I saw his injury. I knew that without him, the group could move more quickly, perhaps even evade us the next time we came.
No, I will not hear this.
So you made a decision. You chose to kill one that day to save many later. Is that right?
It is correct.
Teal'c is not one of our own.
He's not?
I mean, in the eyes of the government. He's
Oh,
not
shit.
an American citizen. Hell, he's not even an Earth citizen.
I don't believe I'm hearing this from you, sir.
General Hammond, sir, if
There
I
are
may,
moments with Hammond
even
mind
setting
where
aside that Teal'c
I'm
is
just
our
a bit
friend,
like,
how can we let
dude.
such a valuable information resource be taken away?
Teal'c spent many years serving the ghoul, doing some damn distasteful things. Surely both of you must realize that this was bound to happen sooner or later.
Is Apophis here?
Try not to let them see your face in case.
Hi, Teal'c. There's another one.
Oh, looks bad. Let's get him home.
No.
She still want to let them carry out the sentence.
You would save those who wish to kill you?
I would save those who deserve to live.
My memory was faulty. You are not the same man as he who murdered my father. I suggest you take your friend.
And go home. Seeing glimpses of Teal'c's life prior to us meeting him and him joining Stargate SG-1 is one of my favourite things in this. Like, seeing these flashbacks of things that he did, and he even said himself he did some terrible things. Jack said he's been asked to do some terrible things during his time working, as a soldier and as part of the government. And seeing that, we ended up on this world where Teal'c had been here with Apophis and had killed somebody on Apophis's orders, only for it to be a case of Teal'c killed this guy, freely admitted to killing this guy because he knew that in the long run it would keep more people safe and keep those other people alive to the point where in the future he could help them. And I adore Teal'c. There's something about him that I just really, really like. And I know we've probably only just scratched the surface with that guy in terms of things that he's done in the past. And I'm sure at some point we'll see other things that have happened because of Teal'c's involvement or his past with Apophis. And it is always nice when Apophis turns up, even when it's in like a flashback, because I just find him quite fascinating as well. Like the things that he'll do, and knowing that they went to this place and it was kind of like just a place, as Teal'c said, where they would harvest people for the symbiotes, and seeing the life that these people have. They see the gate activate and they run into the forest, into these places where they have special tunnels where they can hide. And the fact that Apophis and Teal'c and the other Goa'uld and Jafar knew that these places existed, they just didn't know whereabouts they were. And then to see later in the episode where the Goa'uld had returned and had clearly then discovered where these places were. And there was that guy who was like, I'm going to basically become prime for Apophis because I'm going to kill Teal'c. And Teal'c's just like, that ain't happening, kills the guy but apologizes. And I think that's Teal'c in a nutshell, really, who Teal'c is now. Like, even though he killed this person who at one point was probably a friend and apologized, was interesting to see that. And the emotion in Teal'c in this episode was one thing that took me by surprise the most, I think. Teal'c basically being like, yes, this was me, I did this, I've done many things, this is the one judgment that will make everything I've done be punished. And he was more than happy to accept it. He was going to accept that fate. And I think that guy's great. I really like him a lot. And one of my favourite things about this is his friendship with Jack. I think his friendship with Jack is just a delight to watch it, considering, where we were at the first episode to where we are now. He's like got such a responsibility and, trust in him that it's really nice to see. And then we've got the part where you get Hammond thrown in, where Hammond is very by the book and he'll come out with something sometimes and I'm just kind of taken aback by it a little bit. But then I kind of think, well, is that just his military kicking in? Is that just him following the orders of the president? And then he'll turn around and say, as a person, I wouldn't want Teal'c left there, but as who I am, I kind of can't do anything about it. It has to go through the chain of command. And it's just so interesting to watch this. I think this may have been my favourite Teal'c episode so far, actually. There's just, I don't know, there's so much depth to that guy that I adore watching him, really. And we have moments where, you know, we can really laugh at him. And then there was this episode where it was just like, this guy's evolution in 16 episodes has been amazing to watch. I may go watch the next one and I will see you guys later. So thank you.